Good afternoon, class. Before anything else, let us ask first for the guidance of our Almighty God. May I request Sweet Chin to please lead the prayer, please? Thank you, Sweet Chin. Good afternoon, class. How are you today? Wow, that's good to hear that all of you are fine. So before you take your seats, kindly pick up some piece of trash under your chairs if there's any, and kindly arrange your chairs properly. Okay, thank you, students. You may now be seated. Miss Class Secretary, may I know who are the absentees for today? Okay, that's good to hear that all of you are present for today's lesson. Learning is more effective if our environment is inclined in different classroom rules. These are the classroom rules that we need to follow throughout the duration of our class. Everybody, please read. Okay, thank you, students. So these are the classroom rules that we need to attain so that we have a smooth process throughout the duration of our class. Our activity is called Describe Me. So before we start our activity, let me group you into three groups. So this row will be group 1, this row will be group 2, and this row will be group 3. So the mechanics of our activity is I will show some pictures on the screen, and all you have to do is kindly read the direction, please. Describe each picture, what you have noticed about men and women. Write your answer on the paper provided. So are you all ready, class? Yes, ma'am. Okay, so this is the first picture. You have 3 minutes to write your answer on the papers that I have provided. Okay, number 2. Okay, let us check your word. So group 1, what is your answer? How about group 2? Group 3? Okay, very good. Okay, now, what can you say about the picture? So, woman as a housewife and doing household chores, while man as a provider who has a stable job as a public servant and others. Okay.
Game.
Based on the activity that we conducted a while ago, what do you think is our topic for today? Yes, Jayan? Okay, our topic for today is all about biases and prejudices. So, before we go to our next activity, let me present first our objectives. So here are the objectives that we need to attain throughout the duration of our class discussion. So your next activity will be called Be a Jurist. So I have here an envelope with a manila paper and a picture and a color-coded paper which consists of blue and red. So the blue means fair and the red means unfair. So all you have to do is, everybody please read the direction, please. Okay, did you understand the directions? Okay, this is your envelope. You may now start. Are you done, class? Okay, group 1, can you please present your work? Okay, excellent, RDS class. So now, do you have experience where you were wrongly judged by the people around you? Okay, before we start with our discussion, I have here a video presentation for you to know further or to have an overview about the lesson that we are having today. So before I play the video, I have here some guide questions. Everybody please read the guide questions and copy it on your notebook. Guide questions. Okay. Since you already know our guide questions, this is the video presentation that we will be watching. Okay, have you learned from the video class? Okay, so to test your understanding about the video presentation that we watched, I have a question. So let us answer the guide questions that I have showed you a while ago. So who can answer the first question? Yes, Jayan. Okay, so bias is the tendency to look at things in a certain way, in preference to another way. It means the tendency to favor or support or against a particular one person, group, thing, or point of view over another, resulting in unfairness. It shows favoritism and unfairness in resulting in a bias. So the next guide question, who can answer? Yes, Roel. Okay, very good idea, Ruel. So, prejudice refers to prejudging before looking at the evidence. It is an unfavorable opinion or feeling to beforehand or without knowledge, thought, or reason. Prejudice can have a strong influence on how people behave and interact with others, particularly with those who are different from another. Okay, now let's see if you really understand our lesson for today. So now we will have another activity. So our activity 1 is Venn diagram and then the activity 2 is matching type. So I have here a manila paper that I provided for you to write your answers. So all you have to do is directions. Kindly read. Okay, did you understand our direction, class? Okay, you have 10 minutes to do the activity. Okay, are you done, class? Okay, let us check your work. So these are the answers for activity 1. And these are the answers for activity 2. Okay, very good. So most of you got the correct answers. So since group 1 finished the activity first, they will have a point. And also, the first activity that we conducted a while ago, group 3 finished it first. So you have a point. Group 2, you still have a time to have a point. Since all of you really understand our topic for today, let's go to your final task. Are you all ready? Okay, since you are all ready, before we start, I will group the class into 2 groups. This side will be group 1 and this side will be group 2. And all you have to do is, please read the directions for group 1. Okay, did you understand group 1? Okay, next, group 2. Okay, did you understand group 2? Okay, you have, before we start our activity, I have here the rubric for you to be guided for your presentation later. So you have 10 minutes to do the activity and 5 minutes to perform. You may now start. Okay, are you done, class? Okay, let me see your performance. Group 1, can you please go to the front and present your work? Okay, very good, group 1. How about group 2? Okay, very good, group 2. You have a very nice idea about our topic for today.
Okay.
So now, for your next activity, we call our next activity think, pair, and share. So you have to find a partner. So all you have to do is kindly read the direction, class. Okay, are the directions clear? Okay, you may now start. You have 5 minutes to do the activity. Are you all done? Okay, it's sharing time. So I will pick a student through this paper with your names on it. So the first student is Mary Ann. Can you please share your thoughts or your experience about bias or prejudice? Okay, very good. And the next is Dion. Okay, very good. Thank you for sharing all your experience, class. So now, let us go or proceed with our evaluation. So, I already provided the worksheets that you have to answer. Are you all done, class? Okay, let us check your work. So these are the answers for the evaluation. Okay, who got perfect score? Okay, since seems all of you already understand our lessons because most of you got a perfect score. Do you have any questions about our topic for today? Okay, since none, please copy your assignment. You can take a picture about your assignment, or if you don't have any phones, you can copy the code. Are you all done, class? Do you have any questions or clarifications about our lesson for today? Okay, since none, I think that's all for today's lesson. Thank you and goodbye, class.